from the Orchard at Jigsaw Health. It's Tuesday night Pickleball! Are you ready to meet tonight's PPA All-Stars? Well, let's bring them out. From Naples, Florida, welcome Parenteau. I love it. From Fresno, California, Irina Tereschenko. From Los Angeles, California, please put your hands together for Jessie Irvine. From Wichita, Kansas, Lucy Kovalova. Keep those hands going for these four amazing PPA All-Stars, everybody. Scottsdale. Let's get to meet these players a little bit closer.
My name is Parenteau. I was born in Montreal, Canada. I live in Naples, Florida, and I've been playing pickleball since 2015. I love playing pro pickleball because I love competing. It reminds me of the good old days, playing tennis when I was 4, and then I just love playing the sport and being able to compete again. Outside of pickleball, I care about spending time with friends, family, my little dog Zoe. I'm Parenteau, and I play on the PPA Tour.
My name is Irina Tereschenko. I'm from Moscow, Russia. I live in beautiful Fresno, California, and I've been playing pickleball for 8 years, and I turned pro the first second I touched the paddle. People who know me would probably describe me as a riot. Why? You gotta ask them. I love playing pro pickleball because I like to entertain the crowd and hit a bunch of sick tricks. I like the challenge of the competition. Greetings. I am Irina Tereschenko, and I play, not just play, I kick on the PPA Tour.
My name is Jessie Irvine. I was born in Washington, D.C., raised in Cary, North Carolina. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I started playing pickleball in January of 2019. I love playing pro pickleball because it has given me a second chance to be active and competitive again. I used to play tennis and it was cut short because of injuries. Being able to play pickleball at a competitive level has given me kind of a new lease on life. When I'm on the court, I'm very intense, very serious, but at the end of the day, I want to have fun. It brings out the best in me, so I love it. I'm Jessie Irvine and I play on the PPA Tour.
My name is Lucy Kovalova, and I was born in Slovakia. Currently, I live in Wichita, Kansas. I've been playing pickleball since 2016. I love playing pro pickleball. It allows me to compete, travel to new places, and meet great people. My favorite shots are forehand and backhand putaways. Not today, baby. Not today. My friends would describe me as intimidating, but that's normal because I'm Eastern European. I'm Lucy Kovalova, and I play on the PPA Tour.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight
Welcome to Tuesday Night Pickleball at the Orchard. Instead of the traditional first to 11, win by 2 scoring, we will be using a 20-minute game clock. The clock will run continuously for 18 minutes, unless a team or the referee calls a timeout. During the last 2 minutes, the clock only runs when the ball is in play. If there is a tie at the end of regulation time, then the team next to score on serve is the winner of that game. Points can only be scored on serve, just like traditional scoring. 2 20-minute games will be played. If each team has won a game, then a Game 3 singles tiebreaker with rally scoring will determine the winner of the match.
Folks, thanks for tuning in. It's great to see someone's vision come to life. And Patrick Sullivan, the CEO of Jigsaw Health, said, I want to have my own place, and I want to put on a special event, and I want to have great players and pack in the great fans here in Arizona. And they're here, and they're loving it, and we are loving having them, Morgan. So tonight, for the first time, we've got a clock in pro pickleball. What is that going to do to sort of the game strategy, do you think, as we progress through the night?
Yeah, look, I think to begin with, both teams are going to play their regular games. They're trying to win. There's money on the line here. I think as the game progresses, though, if one team starts to get a reasonable lead, that kind of time pressure against the opposing team, that's going to have a real influence. They're going to start thinking about how they need to structure their points in terms of closing the gap quickly, hopefully taking the lead, how often they're going to need to drive third balls, serve aggressively, try to get some cheaper points to try and close that gap. It's going to be very interesting.
At the Orchard.
Yeah, and we've got 2 teams
Tuesday Night
that have never
Pickleball.
played together before. The
Who's
fans
ready?
chose it, they voted, and you can vote for all of these
Put that
Tuesday Night
energy out onto the
Pickleball
score for these
matchups
players.
throughout the year. So, folks,
They've traveled
you
from all
can
over.
influence the match. So what do you think we'll see with 4 very talented ladies, obviously, but not used to having them next to each other?
I think both sides are going to look to see how well they can expose the middle. That is one of those areas where it does take some work for a team to really figure out how they're going to deal with that. And I think both teams are going to look to see if they can expose it. They did get some practice today to get a feel for the court. It's a wonderful court, beautiful colors. I love the lighting. And they, as you said, they haven't played with each other before. So whether they're going to start playing regular or if they're going to stack, trying to keep a dominant player per se on the left side or the right side.
Yeah, there you see Catherine Parenteau and Irina Tereschenko trying to work out, what are we going to do tonight? So just like you said, will they put Catherine on the left side, try and really have her sort of control things? We know that Tereschenko has that beautiful rolling forehand third shot drop. We'll see a lot of that. And then there's crazy power on the other side. Lucy Kovalova and Jessie Irvine. You see them tapping paddles. Jessie Irvine is in the pink. Lucy Kovalova dressed all in white. Folks, we are at the Orchard. This is Tuesday Night Pickleball, and it is timed. You're going to see a clock on the scoreboard starting down from 20. Let's play pickleball.
Point.
So Tereschenko starting off with a drive, a quick error
1-0-2
from Irvine.
All right, let's techniques as you walk in. You should have them on the court, and it only took exactly 2 points for us to get there.
So Kovalova serving to Parenteau. And Tereschenko starting very strong. She is unafraid.
0-1-2. Side out. One. Second serve.
And that drive just catching the net tape.
Yeah, you talked about the middle. That's exactly where she was going with that one.
1-0-2.
This is not a drill for third shot drops, folks.
Though do try this at home.
And after all of that, Jessie Irvine is lethal.
Just an inch too high with her range. Irvine and Kovalova making their intentions known pretty early on.
Point.
We're going to see quickly if Tereschenko is up to the task. She is a veteran of the game.
1-1-1.
There you see her, nice close-up. Kovalova and Irvine, as we talked about, what we see stacking, we are definitely seeing that. You're used to seeing Lucy Kovalova, for those of you that have seen her play before, one of the best right-side players ever in the history of the game.
Point. 3-1-1.
Oh, my.
To win the point in 7 different ways.
Yes.
She
and that was the 39th way of those 7. Let's roll it off the tape. Winner's a winner, though.
Timeout.
It looks like that ball was wide and a well-deserved timeout.
Give it up, give it up.
So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right.
If you want to have the best experience at a tournament, I would definitely suggest the PPA Tour.
The PPA Tour has done a ton for the game. It's brought better venues, it's brought better TV, and it's brought a whole lot more fans.
Not only are the venues going to be amazing, but if you're just an amateur going to watch, the pro experience there, getting to see all the pro matches is just amazing.
Particularly at some venues where the crowds are just super into it, it feels so much more like a professional sport.
No way she gets this.
Let's go! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
My turn.
Call 911. Energy down on this court right now.
All right, we are back. Dave Fleming with Morgan Evans, the rowdy orchard here, and I'm loving it. And after sort of a tentative start, Kovalova and Irvine have put 5 together. We got a timeout on the other side. Let's see if that proves fruitful here in the orchard.
And that floats long.
Just deep.
Yeah, a good leave. I thought she thought about it, and perhaps Kovalova potentially looking for an intercept.
And we do have replay available tonight, so if that had been a tad closer, perhaps we would have seen that.
Second serve.
And there you see Parenteau on the left and dictating.
I think it was already due, and I'm glad they made that change quickly.
Side out.
So they get the ball back.
Yep, so Parenteau's going to serve it up.
1-6-1.
Down 5, but lots of time on the clock, which you don't usually hear us say.
And that is an incredibly slippery inside-out forehand volley. She could have done a lot with that. Oh, she got what she wanted.
Boy, that was the definition of the not today zone, and it, well, I guess it's in the evening, so not tonight. Maybe
Not
tonight.
Yeah, we'll get her to change that shirt.
Tereschenko there, and then a little love off the tape.
Well, she earned that love by hitting some very high-quality dinks cross-court. So she'll be testing to see how well Jessie Irvine can effectively dink down the line, and whether she wants to test the range of Irina Tereschenko, one of the taller players on the tour. The players on the see there, an accomplished down the line dropper herself.
And that's a great place to put the ball if there's no threat of an Ernie coming around and taking that ball out of the air. Well struck by Tereschenko. Just vicious. Watch one-handed flick. Just get out of here.
Yeah, she did play at a lot of paddle tennis, obviously, as well as a great tennis player. But that paddle really helps develop that wrist forearm strength.
Second serve.
There's a good attack. Kovalova sitting backhand. Wrist forearm. You just have to get it on that right side of her body. Well done by Catherine there. Crowd loves the net court.
And again, that flick backhand that can do almost anything on the court.
And so precise, finding that right shoulder paddle side. There you see the Jigsaw fan zone.
Oh. Brutally struck again from Irvine. She is leaving her mark on this game quickly.
She is, and Tereschenko's glad that didn't leave a mark on herself. So 5-hole safety there. And defense quickly turns to offense.
Yeah, the speed in which these ladies are moving. One good drop from anywhere on the court, and the partner already knows where they need to be.
And that's impressive, considering we know these folks are all playing with a new partner.
Yeah.
You heard Don Stanley, our head referee, announce the time, so we're right around 14 minutes. Again, the clock will run until the last 2 minutes, and it'll only run when the ball is in play, unless, of course, a timeout is called.
Oh!
Irina Tereschenko, look at that angle.
That came out of nowhere. The inverted shovel hook coming from somewhere.
5-9-1.
There's one of the sick tricks. Back to our third shot drill session.
Oh.
Absolutely phenomenal by all four ladies, and then look at that.
Painted the line to finish the point. 2 rotations of defense to offense.
Stop the clock. I need a call. If not, it's in. I need a call. Okay, so the out. The call is
Okay.
video challenge.
So as we mentioned, there are challenges. You need to have a timeout to use it. I think Tereschenko,
she's very hopeful
is basically calling it on herself here, but
looks like that's either on the line or just inside the line.
Yep, we have our
what are we gonna see?
Replay officials
Is
looking
our
at that.
John working tonight? What do we see?
And
the crowd says in.
The fun thing here in the Orchard, Morgan, is the crowd is seeing exactly what the team making the determination are saying. So
the truck has their work cut out tonight, but I think they'll be up to the
if you were asking us, that ball's in.
Yeah.
And after that point in that shot, what a great
unbelievable
finish
rally
to that. So here we are about 7.5 minutes into this. Morgan,
is it in?
Anything strike you so far from these ladies?
Well, they're playing phenomenally. I mean, aside from anything else, everyone has kind of taken 5-6 weeks off. We're just getting the official rule from the truck, and the ball was indeed good. So play will resume shortly. Yeah, I honestly, you never know when there's a little bit of rust might come in. Everyone is striping the ball here. Yes. It's beautiful.
Please add 10 seconds to the game clock.
So they're adding 10 seconds here to the game clock.
All right.
Time in.
So we are back.
5-9-2.
The ball is good. 5-9-2. Parenteau serves.
Sun out.
And the Irvine just buzzing.
Yeah, more precision from her. A lot of players can hit as precise, but I don't know if there's anyone that can hit as accurately at the speed in which she plays these shots.
Obscene hands by Parenteau there.
Ooh.
And that stays in.
Well, when it rains, it pours.
Yep. So again, if you're just joining us, that is not the amount of time till the brownies come out of the oven. That is a running clock that we have. We will stop the clock at 2 minutes, and the last 2 minutes will only move when the ball is in play. So the score will look different than what you're used to.
Yeah, for my money, this is a time for Jessie Irvine and Lucy Kovalova to start milking the clock a little bit. Start thinking about how they want to extend the points.
Sitting on a 6-point lead here.
Second serve.
Dropping thirds would be a great way to start that. Just enforce a lot of cross-court dinks.
11-5-2.
Yeah, because earlier today when they were practicing, we had a couple of points that took 30, 40 seconds, just 1 point. I mean, that's tearing 5-10% of the clock. 40 seconds, just 1 point. I mean, that's
no real
tearing
need to take too many
5-10% of the
risks
clock
at this point.
And that's what's the strategy change that we're going to see evolve through this series of Tuesday nights.
And obviously, in contrast, Tereschenko and Parenteau are on the other side of that coin. They're going to need to start accelerating, start putting the foot in the gas, thinking about serving a little tougher, driving more thirds. There's one, and a quick freebie.
Yeah, and 2 big swings at this because Kovalova's in there too, ready to rock.
6-11-2.
I like the take by Irvine there, though. She's situated at the line.
Point would make it 7-11. We have a video challenge of the out call.
Okay. So the clock will stop on the challenge.
Well, thank goodness we put all these cameras in here.
And that was the
previous point.
That one was in, folks.
Yeah.
Just
looking very in.
Yeah. We're going to get that for you and for the crowd. And, you know, I want to talk about the surface here. We got Acrotech that mixes up the paints and the materials, and then the good people at Pickleball, you can see them at the top of the screen there, their logo. This court is actually rolled in here more.
Yeah, it's like a giant rug, only perfect for pickleball. And today, and I was lucky enough to join in with the brunch where the players mixed in with a lot of players from around the area. And I didn't realize, they had to tell me.
I mean, it's unbelievable how well it plays. We played a warm-up game earlier with a couple of these ladies, and
yeah,
you assume you're at an indoor tennis facility.
For sure. No,
so
it's a fantastic solution for anyone who wants to essentially put in a temporary court at a world-class standard.
Yeah. It's impressive. And
let me hear ya.
it gives you a chance to put a pickleball court
That's what I like.
in basically, this is a business park. And yet here we are with people going bananas. This is just another example of the meteoric rise of pickleball right here. All the ingenuity.
Oh, and a good lead.
Yeah, well.
Almost took her down.
Catherine's been known to go to the deck to play defense. She was almost knocked to the deck there by Kovalova, but hangs in there. Now they're within 3, so quickly it can change what your focus needs to be. Ooh. Again, we will play 2 timed games. If they split, there will be a special singles tiebreaker we'll talk about later on in the broadcast.
Ooh, there's an invitation back to the kitchen.
She made a bunch of those drop shots in warm-ups today. We were talking to her about them, and it pays off in the actual game. And folks, don't be in a hurry to get to the kitchen line. You saw it there. Kovalova had to hit 3 or 4 balls, finally got up to the line.
Great overhead,
to the
angled off the court from Irina Tereschenko. Great overhead.
12-8-2.
That is a great point by Catherine Parenteau right there.
Yeah, she did very well to get that right leg back.
8-12-1.
Give herself plenty of balance.
And a big yell from Kovalova there after Parenteau was really dictating what's going on there.
8-12-2. Let we call.
Oh. Irvine.
A fortunate let.
Again, we replay the lets, much to the chagrin of Irvine and Kovalova there, which got the ultimate let. And after slip sliding away in the middle of that point by Parenteau.
Another phenomenal point. Whenever we see at least 1 or 2 transitions from defense to offense, you know it is pickleball at the highest level.
Just beautiful. You talked about in the pregame how the middle is going to be something you're just not used to where each other are on the court, and it's a ball. If you're really confident on the left side, you will cheat to the middle and have that. But Catherine still trying to figure out where's Irina going to be.
Exactly. And Tereschenko did have her shoulders locked and loaded on that one, so a tough one to know who's going to take it. So with 6 minutes to go, a 5-point lead.
And there's the fist bump.
We were due.
Not all the way to the penthouse from Kovalova, but took it up to about the 12th or 13th floor of a 15th floor building, and down 6 with 5.5 minutes left. Again, folks, we are not playing to a number. 22 could win, 16 could win tonight. It's when that clock strikes zeros.
Yeah, they got a little ambitious on that one, no doubt about it. And obviously, when it does get down to 2 minutes to go, things are going to change.
8-14, 1. Second serve, 5 minutes.
Even gives Don Stanley something else to talk about here. Gets to mention 5 minutes to go. And there was a shake and bake, which we think the team behind should employ. You're going to tighten up the timeline on these points quickly if you do that.
Yeah, and really to make it a higher percentage shake and bake, you do have to go for more on the serve. Really to make it a higher percentage shake and bake, didn't quite make it.
14-9-1.
The serve goes back to Kovalova.
Point.
And the pressure's starting to mount on the team of Parenteau and Tereschenko.
15-9-1.
And
nice
there's,
attack there.
Yeah,
geez.
there's the beauty of the two-hander.
Yeah, at this point, there's really nothing to lose for Parenteau and Tereschenko. They're going to be pulling the triggers fairly quickly regardless.
15-9-2.
Just wide.
Side out.
All right, it is now or never, don't you think, Dave?
I do. You know, get within 3 or 4 when that clock stops, and it will stop even if we're in the middle of a point at that 2-minute mark.
Well, that's a good way to do it. Tereschenko pulling the trigger early, getting a cramped volley from Kovalova.
We have Kovalova and Irvine feeling pretty comfortable on the defensive side here, not switching. Don't want to get caught in a pattern they don't like here. We'll see if that changes. And there's the difference of backing away. You can see Tereschenko backing away, Kovalova holding the line. That's usually how those types of points end.
Yeah, no, she's so good at knowing when she can afford to move back into the kitchen and assert dominance.
Boy, I think we need the shirts to be tonight, not today, but tonight, because that was just her favorite dessert sitting there. Just roped it into the net. And, okay, a little dessert, little tick off the. Just roped it into the paddle, and within 3, and they got to get a serve off before 2. All right, so this will be the last point, and then the clock will stop, and we'll get into that in a minute.
Side out. 2-minute warning.
All right, so here's where we're at. We are at the 2-minute warning. We will be right back. Here's where we're at after this and explain everything. Like Kovalova and Irvine up 3.
2-minute warning.
It's pickleballparrot.com.
Bruh, don't you want to watch pro pickleball? Please, Patrick, you don't have to make that sound anymore. I mean, I get the point. People need a simple way to find the details for live pro pickleball events.
Exactly, and that's why we need to figure out how to spell Brock.
Does it start with a B or a W?
I don't know, it might be both. Check.
I hear at least 3, maybe 4 A's.
Guys, it's not a real word.
but we still have to figure out how to spell it. Brock? Look, just wait until you see the video we're gonna make.
All right, you guys, let's do this. Gotta return the suit by 5. Brock?
All right, Dave Fleming back here with Morgan Evans. Now we're at the 2-minute warning. So Morgan, now the clock will only run when the ball is in play. So 2 minutes we saw before might take 6. We'll see how long those points go. What do Parenteau and Tereschenko need to do to close the gap here?
It's really now or never. It's only 3 points the difference, but they really need to accelerate their play, move quickly, drive thirds, get in there, shake and bake.
15-12, 1.
All right, got to get the ball back. Here we go.
Second serve.
Okay. So now you start looking at, okay, that was a 12-second point.
Serve.
Okay.
15-12, 2.
And a good leave. Parenteau quickly moving out of the way of that out ball. Tereschenko with the serve now. Let's see how quickly she can get this off.
Second serve.
Just short on that one.
I think Kovalova and Irvine should be looking to extend even on return.
Yes.
15-2.
And now you think, you know, how many times, you know, you talk about possessions in football. Now it's really how many possessions am I going to get with the ball in 2-minute warning here
15,
to get those 3 points or more that are required to get this tied up. Beautiful finish there. Parenteau a little late to fill the middle, in the middle of that point, and trouble.
Now 4 points the gap. Oh, Tereschenko, an incredible around the post defense.
And everyone moved where you're supposed to, because Kovalova filled in where Irvine had been, and then who goes back door? Tereschenko.
No, it was textbook play from everything.
So they give up 1, but they also give up time. So
only 1 minute left on the clock. Yeah. They're going to have to move.
12-16, 1.
just outrageous.
Oh, unbelievable defense from Parenteau there. In the end, sustained attack. Oh, unbelievable defense from Parenteau. Too much.
The perfect point for Kovalova and Irvine took 22 seconds, and they won it. Just phenomenal play. We talked about they've been off in there for 6, 7, 8 weeks, and everybody is on point here. They were itching to play.
Clock stops at 16 seconds.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah. It's going to be a Herculean effort, and a timeout is called.
And again, the timeout doesn't stop the clock. It can stop momentum, certainly. So we'll be right back. Our momentum's not stopped. We're at the Orchard. Tuesday Night Pickleball, brought to you by Jigsaw Health.
It's pickleballparrot.com. Brah? Don't you want to watch pro pickleball?
Please, Patrick, you don't have to make that sound anymore. I mean, I get the point. People need a simple way to find the details for live pro pickleball events.
Exactly. And that's why we need to figure out how to spell Brock.
Does it start with a B or a W?
I don't know. It might be both. Check.
I hear at least 3, maybe 4 A's.
Guys, it's not a real word.
But we still have to figure out how to spell it. Brock. Look, just wait until you see the video we're gonna make.
All right, you guys, let's do this. Gotta return the suit by 5.
Brock?
The level of play is outrageous. The setting is outrageous. The clock, unfortunately for Parenteau and Tereschenko, is very small.
This looks like the last point.
And despite losing the points, you win the match. So that is one of the intricacies of this format. You don't usually get to tap paddles after you put a volley in the net, as Irvin did there. But it all worked out. They played great. So many wonderful 15, 20-shot rallies for players that aren't used to being with somebody on their side.
Oh, for sure. No, and it's one of the beauties of indoor pickleball. You take away some of those elements that often cause some differences. Amazing style, amazing play from all 4 players.
We'll be right back with game number 2.
You have a great day, too. Hi, welcome to Jigsaw Health. How can I help you?
I'm so glad I found you. I have low energy, I have leg cramps, I am having trouble sleeping.
Let me stop you right there. I have just the thing. Ryan?
It's fun to feel good like you should. It's fun to feel good like you should. 'Cause life is way too short to feel a little crappy. It's way more fun to feel healthy and happy. It's fun to feel good like you should. It's fun to feel good like you should. Oh, so if you wanna feel your best, put Jigsaw products through the test.
Hi, I'm Pat Sullivan. My son and I created Jigsaw Health because we want to help people feel good.
My name is Patrick Sullivan Jr. We make the highest quality nutritional supplements, and we're honored to serve customers just like you.
No more leg cramps.
So much more energy. My patients love this stuff.
My whole family loves it.
Finally, something that works. I take them every day.
We're feeling great.
We love Jigsaw Health. It's fun to feel good.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this.
Here we go again.
It's fun to feel good like you should. It's fun to feel good like you should. 'Cause life is way too short to feel a little crappy. Way more fun to feel healthy and happy, 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 yeah. It's fun to feel good like you should. 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 Oh, it's fun to feel good, yeah. Oh, fun to feel good, yeah. I'm fun to feel good, yeah. I'm fun to feel
Yeah, we actually got it!
Who's having a good time at the Orchard tonight, everybody?
Hey!
Tuesday Night Pickleball is brought to you by Selkirk. We are Pickleball. C&D Pickleball Nets. Fruit Smash, the official hard seltzer of Tuesday Night Pickleball.
Welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Morgan Evans. It's Tuesday night. It is a party in the Orchard.
It really is. The production they've put on here. It is a festival of pickleball, and game 2 is about to get underway.
So we put 20 minutes back on the clock. Kovalova and Irvine, 2 touchdowns and a field goal was enough to take game 1 17-12. And
you're determined to teach me how
I will
football
teach you.
works, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
and not the football you think. It's American football. Let's go Steelers. Here we go. Let's play pickleball first.
Point.
So much power.
Yeah, and you saw Parenteau trying to get out of a problem there and then left the next one up, and then she knew
1-0-2.
her partner was in trouble. How in the world did that come back?
That was a great hand.
Literally, we usually say plural.
Yeah,
That
no,
was
no.
as singular as it gets.
Yeah, left had nothing to do with that one.
Side out.
So they've picked up where they left off.
Yeah. It's bringing the heat
0-2-1.
and doing a great job. We talked about it several times, taking the D to the offense and back, and so effective.
Point.
Sorry, not sorry in a big way from the Canadian.
Yeah, they were due for some little love from the net.
Yeah, come on, Orchard.
1-2-1.
Little loopy serve there from Tereschenko.
Ooh, just missed that one wide, it looks.
Second serve.
With a scream of way out by Kovalova. I'm not sure what the definition of way is in Slovakia, but we'll find out afterwards.
More than a couple of inches, I guess.
And the net again. So that's a ball that you saw just the vicious angles that Irvine goes for, usually makes those.
2-2-2.
Just kiss the tape. We're knotted up at 2. 2 minutes into the game 2. 2s are everywhere.
Side out.
Yeah, one of the things I'm curious about is just how much confidence game one has given to Kovalova and Irvine. You know, is it an overdose? So often that happens. You recognize that you've got a great flow with your partner, and you feel like you can do no wrong until you can. Oh, amazing play from Parenteau. Wow. Took control of that point. Take the bull by the horns there, Catherine. Well played.
And that time the net said, would you like extra butter on your filet? Because that couldn't have sat up any prettier for Jessie. You know, fifth shot drive sometimes is the right choice. Certainly was there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and it paid off. Parenteau's doing a great job of resisting the urge of that middle attack.
Yes.
There's a serious space there, but I think she knows that
the long arm of the law is
yes,
waiting.
Irvine is ready to pounce with her massive forehand.
Wow, and that has played significant dividends. We saw the C and D promo from Cammie and Darren McGregor being the Cammie part of that.
Oh.
And friendly fire.
Unfortunately, this one, there it is.
Hat
But,
didn't move. Hat didn't move.
No, she wears a good hat, Irina. Kept herself well balanced. Got that right leg back.
4-2-2. Point.
You know, Irina, she looks so comfortable with the two-handed backhand. However, when her opponents are driving these third balls, so often she's relying on the one. And it has cracked a few times. So I'd love to see her commit to more two-handers as the counterpunch.
And it gives you the stability of that second hand on it when you have pace coming at you as well.
Yeah, I mean, what you lack, of course, is range. But if the feet move quickly enough, I think there should be more than enough opportunity to get a second hand on there and provide the stability.
Great handle there by Tereschenko because the net again was a factor.
Yeah, and Kovalova just reached a little too far for that last one. She had a surge of adrenaline from the previous 3 or 4 shots.
Second serve.
Tereschenko trying to sneak in there.
Yep.
And Kovalova was wise to it.
3-5-2.
Just those teardrop thirds are just so beautiful.
Yeah, it really is. It's a picture perfect and stylish third shot drop.
And it goes straight down. You'd think maybe Kovalova reach can take that out of the air, but that's difficult. She does there. Nice job by Parenteau coming into the middle and then sets up her partner.
Yeah, she wasn't sure prior to the start of this match if she was going to be able to play a lot on the left side, but she is doing it beautifully right now.
And taking full swings on her transition to the kitchen line And that is working. And guess who's got a lead? And there is
Kovalova.
Just nice inside out. Tereschenko looking in the middle where the ball had been going consistently. Nice job.
Yeah,
mixing
placement
it up.
over power. Yeah, that was falling in, I think.
Oh, for sure. That's that. When you're rolling your two-handed dinks, you have to be so precise, because if you just aren't set, you leave it up a little bit, and then bad things happen, as you saw there. You see Tereschenko jumping all over the place to give Parenteau room here.
And that's fantastic play from Parenteau. And good compliance from Tereschenko.
Yes, I mean, when your partner's engaged.
Oh, yeah, continuity.
Let them stay engaged, folks.
Yeah, it gives that player so much confidence.
Again, 11:23 is not the snooze on Don Stanley, our referee's phone, but the amount of time left here in game number 2.
And another net cord getting involved.
That's how I mean, it really shows how precise the ladies want to be with their shots that we're kissing a bunch off of there. So the lead is 2. 10:55 to play.
Yeah, at this point, no team needs to really alter their shot selections.
Oh. Catherine did a nice job of reading, and she knows that just obscene angle that Irvin likes to take with that, but didn't get enough on it.
On that occasion, the net not helping them. So the ball goes back. Still a 2-point ball game.
8-6-1. Point.
And a good-looking drop.
9-6-1. Point.
And timeout. Wondered if they might. So the clock stops, the momentum stops, and the smile on Jessie Irvine's face and the determination of Lucy Kovalova as their opponents looking for the right strategy. Tuesday night pickleball at the Orchard. We'll be right back. Appreciate the hard seltzer from Fruit Smash here too, Morgan. Great sponsor of Tuesday Night Pickleball. Beautiful finish by Catherine Parenteau.
9 minutes, 10-2.
They get one stop coming out of the timeout. Vicious. drive, but the
Kovalova.
next one goes deep. Tried to tag her, maybe.
Like a freight train.
So Parenteau, Tereschenko, perfect use of a timeout there. And there's that big reach, a little low for the angle she was looking for. Probably could have flicked it straight ahead and been fine.
That second one got the monkey off the back, certainly.
You see Catherine serving in a hurry, down 3.
Did she get it?
And everyone is unsure.
There's a moment of hesitation. She's hopeful.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
18-2.
Don Stanley is our head referee, and Maddie Torin, 18 years of age, is our second. Love youth in this sport everywhere, Morgan.
Parenteau gets a quick point back, cramping up Kovalova.
Again, attacking that paddle side when she sits backhand.
Back onto the clock. Go back to 8-10.
And Don Stanley has new authority here, Morgan. He can put time back in the world.
19-2. Point.
And we are knotted at 10.
10-10-2.
And Parenteau hit almost the exact shot that Irvine did a few minutes ago.
Yeah, overreaching in every sense of the word.
Second serve.
So a little sloppy here for the last minute has enabled
10-10-2.
this game to get tied up. Let's see if Irvine and Kovalova can find the rhythm that had the lead earlier.
Oh, she really went for that inside out. She loves it. It's her, it's her guilty pleasure.
Yes.
It really is.
And there you see they're saying maybe I got to just finish through that ball instead of the.
Once every 5 years, I have McDonald's. It's my guilty pleasure.
Okay. Some delicious fries. Now everyone's hungry at home.
Yeah. Sorry, folks.
Wash it down with a fruit smash, folks. You'll be in great shape.
Well played.
So no one able to dent the scoreboard, and Father Time keeps rolling. 6:35 left. 10-10.
Second serve.
Again, the dipping two-handed dink by Parenteau makes that very difficult to make because it is lower than you think when you reach in there.
Right now, all 4 players are really pulling the trigger much earlier than they would typically. Trying things that they may not do in the final of a major, let's just say that.
I agree.
Entertaining for television, I'll give it that.
We love it. The ambitious meter is at the top. It's a great take by Catherine there, just didn't execute it. Because sometimes when your partner's back there, they're going to keep trying to float it back to keep them back. There's a chance to get in there and poach.
Irvine did enough damage with that that lovely single-handed backhand. Kovalova finishing off with that monstrous forehand.
5 minutes. 10-10-1.
And 23 seconds, just to be clear.
Second serve.
Now we're a little nervy. It's tighter.
Well, I think Kovalova and Irvine know that if this comes down to the singles, it could get very dicey, both Tereschenko and Parenteau. very, very accomplished singles players still playing singles. Kovalova obviously has had a wonderful singles career, but it's been a few years.
And that is the tiebreaker, a rally scoring, take turns singles battle. We'll only get there if Parenteau and Tereschenko win this one. Brilliant point. As they saw an opportunity to move in after just fending off deep ball after deep ball, and they have the lead with 4:15 to go.
And Irvine doing a great job of righting a previous wrong. Found the gap. And again, the middle proving dividends.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, no.
And a rare forehand error from Parenteau.
And you saw Tereschenko give ground on the one ball that unfortunately she thought, Parenteau thought she was going to see a two-handed backhand coming from Tereschenko. Neither took place.
Thank you. Time in 10-11-1.
And Irvine and Kovalova have been on 10 for a long time.
Yeah, if they don't get off this 10, unfortunately, the momentum is firmly in the favor.
And the ball keeps sitting on the tape and staying on the side of Kovalova and Irvine. And boy, here's where you think, oh, if we can just get two, a 3-point lead would be massive going into the sudden death 2-minute warning.
I think they'll try and do it by the book.
And we've seen all four players on the court use that inside-out backhand all the way across the body. Effective.
Yeah. Kovalova standing tall there, not able to give it enough room.
Second serve.
Ooh, and one of the prettiest shots on the court at a critical time comes up just short.
12-10-2.
Brilliant. Oh, but can't get the next one. So Irvine and Irvine and Kovalova will want to hurry. They will not get there in time. So it's the 2-minute warning. We're going to take a break like we did last time. Just to remind everybody, the clock will only run when the ball's in play. Kovalova and Irvine will have the ball down 2 when we come back.
Fruit, 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 fruit.
Fruit Smash Hard Seltzer with real juice. It's party juice.
Hey, Irina, I got your new paddle.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Would you sign it?
What's gonna cost you?
How much?
Well, show me what you got. Okay, I'll take the pickleball cocktail and the watch.
But this is my last packet.
Tuesday Night Pickleball, featuring the PPA All-Stars, is brought to you by Pickle Roll. Just say no to cracks. Acrotech Sport Surfaces. Onyx Durafast 40.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Dave Fleming with Morgan Evans. We're at the 2-minute warning.
10-12-1.
Can Kovalova and Irvine stage a comeback?
Yeah, she's just off the line, 6 inches, 8 inches when she's moving forward to take that shot. Makes it a tougher proposition.
Oh, and that one does dribble over. So second serve again.
And she freezes with excitement on that one.
I mean, you wonder, will we get the ball back? That's how critical this is in this timed event for Irvine and Kovalova.
That is massive. That big two-handed backhand from Kovalova coming to play.
And again, this is win by 1 when the clock strikes 0. If we're tied, we will play until one team wins on their serve.
So to get the ball back, it'll be Tereschenko serving to Kovalova. Tied ball game, 12-12.
So now you start thinking, all right, we've got the ball, we've got 2 serves, we've got a lead.
Yeah.
Can
how
we
long
play some really long points?
Yeah.
Here?
How long can I keep a ball in the air with a 1-point lead?
Oh, and a long point that Parenteau and Tereschenko win.
This is going to start to get tough.
14-12-1.
I think we will see a dropped third ball here. And a lovely drop at that.
Lovely fifth as well. And that's what Irvin's feeling, that time pressure, I'm sure.
I think that's the point that's won them game 2.
So Morgan has called it. Let's see if he is right.
And I'm proud of them. They've had a great tactic this game.
Second serve.
23 seconds. They have one more serve. Let's make sure we have the right server. That is Catherine.
I'm thinking even a slow serve.
And that's deep, and we are looking like we're going to get the pleasure of a singles tiebreaker here.
I'm very glad I opened my mouth and said what I said.
16-12-2.
Seven seconds.
And again, that cross-court attack. And folks, those are not Mega Millions numbers up there, 12-17 and 17-12, but that could be what the final score is again.
Yeah, nerves are getting into the game. You can just see it.
So Kovalova and Irvine will serve with 1 second on the clock, and there is no 5-point play to tie this up. So we will definitely go to the singles tiebreaker.
Oh, and Tereschenko calling a timeout. It is a veteran move.
Just to eat up the lead that she has. Even Kovalova smiling at that. The crowd's loving it. We'll be right back.
If you want to have the best experience at a tournament, I would definitely suggest the PPA Tour.
The PPA Tour has done a ton for the game. It's brought better venues, it's brought better TV, and it's brought a whole lot more fans.
Not only are the venues are going to be amazing, but if you're just an amateur going to watch, the pro experience there, getting to see all the pro matches is just amazing.
Particularly at some venues where the crowds are just super into it, it feels so much more like a professional sport.
As I mentioned, there is no 5-point play, so Parenteau and Tereschenko are going to take this and force a game 3. This will show you what that is all about.
Play it out, ladies. Time in. 12-17-1.
We'll see who wins the last point anyway.
Yeah. And it is a beauty, so 13 is most definitely unlucky for Kovalova and Irvine, and 17 is the magic number today.
Yeah, looks like it. So we're going to singles, Dave.
We are going to singles.
Let's run the explainer video right.
Let's try that video again.
Yeah, oh, I like that video.
During a Game 3 singles tiebreaker, there is no game clock. We switch to rally scoring, and the first team to 11 wins the match. Team A and Team B will secretly select their lineup and submit it to the referee. The referee will announce the order of play, and the tiebreaker will begin. Team A player 1 and Team B player 1 will play 4 rallies in a row. Then Team A player 2 and Team B player 2 will play 4 rallies in a row. Once each team reaches 10 points by rally scoring, the final point must be won on the serve. Meanwhile, the other team remains in rally scoring mode until they reach 10. If that happens, then both teams will be tied at 10, and the team that reaches 11 points wins the match.
Simple. We play rally scoring. Every time the ball touches the ground.
All right, we are back, folks, and we are going to play some singles here in the Orchard tonight, Morgan. So let's reset this. It's going to be rally scoring, and that, for those of you that don't know what that means you score whether you're serving or receiving. We're going to play 4 points, or 4 rallies, I should say. Then we're going to rotate to my partner. We're going to tag in like WWE here.
Yeah, I mean, it has that feel to it, right?
Yes.
It's a mix between the PPA Tour and the World Wrestling Entertainment. So this is going to be exciting. And Lucy Kovalova is an amazing singles player, but she hasn't played for a couple of years. She hung up the singles paddle. Both Irina Tereschenko and Parenteau are still actively playing Parenteau near the top of the game.
So you only have to play a few points.
Irina will be our first server.
So it is Irina Tereschenko serving to Jessie Irvine, first one to 11. Your 11th point has to be won on serve. That is the only time rally scoring is gone. Here we go.
Point, side out.
And that ball goes wide. So already Irvine, the one player on the court that has never played singles, very happy to be getting a point.
We will always serve from what our score dictates. What a BB of a two-handed backhand there.
Yeah, she absolutely railed that one. Very impressive.
2-0.
Tereschenko staying back.
Ooh, and Irvine tries the drop shot. And Don, one more to get to 4 here. We'll switch players at 4, so one more serve for Tereschenko. No matter what happens here, we will switch. Just too much. And Jessie Irvine takes 3 of 4.
She has done her job well. Kovalova is very happy to see that scoreline coming in. She knows she has a chance with Parenteau. Parenteau has been playing phenomenal singles of late.
3-1.
But feels a little pressure down a couple. Textbook singles point by Catherine there.
Yeah, she's going to have to really move well. She knows how much power Kovalova has.
2-3. Side out point, Kovalova.
Okay, Kovalova gets a point on a missed third. She is happy about that. 2 more till the switch. Can she get another one? Ooh, willing it in like the drive on the 3rd tee, trying to find the fairway. Doesn't do it there.
Yeah, reluctant to call 4.
Parenteau would love to call 4 here and tie the score. And just filth.
Beautiful.
Pure filth. And we're 4-4 in the game 3 tiebreaker. Irvin smiling.
Can I get an amen? Irina and Jessie back to the field.
So we switch them back.
Back to square 1.
Again, first to 11, win by 1. Got to win the 11th point on your serve. Oh my goodness. Jessie Irvine, come on.
Was ridiculous. Unbelievable play.
I mean, Tereschenko will take that drop 100 out of 100 times.
Oh, it's a beautiful shot.
Wow. Memo to the singles players on tour. Little like whipping single. We're going to switch sides at 6 here. And
yeah, she's thinking about a bit of a career change. Just throw in the singles just once in a while, perhaps.
So she has won 5 of 6 from a tremendous singles player in Tereschenko.
Yeah, and one of the factors here is no one's ever played against her.
Right.
So no one's got the book on how to beat Jessie Irvine in singles. No one's needed to.
The book doesn't exist. Oh. Okay. So, will we be knotted again? Tereschenko would love to hand the keys to the car back to Parenteau tied. And she will. So now the pressure switches over to Lucy Kovalova. And ironically, in the practice earlier, we started singles practice at 6-all practice. And the reality matching up here.
And Kovalova sending that return long.
Just
very pretty, and that gives them a 2-point lead.
And the ball before that was the magic. Deep, caught Kovalova.
Such a good serve from Catherine Parenteau.
And puts pressure on that return. Ooh, okay. So Kovalova gets 1 back.
And 2 new players take the court.
Again, it's 4 rallies, not 4 points scored.
Yeah.
So if we get to a 10 and they're stopped, that doesn't mean that they play till there's a number change. And Tereschenko has the first Tuesday night title on her Paddle Tech paddle. Oh my goodness.
And that's
that
it.
will do it.
Unbelievable.
Parenteau, Tereschenko, drop game 1, win game 2, and take the singles tiebreaker.
We knew they could. Singles players, thoroughbreds. I tell you, for an inaugural event.
Quite a show for the inaugural Orchard. Big thanks to the effort by Lucy Kovalova and Jessie Irvine. Tremendous. So, Catherine, how does it feel to win the first ever? I mean, there's only one first ever at the Orchard, and you are the winner.
No, it feels amazing. I know how much work it took, Patrick and the whole team. They were so excited for a few months, and we're finally here. It's super exciting. So I would like to thank you to everybody and everybody that's here. That was amazing night.
Irina, you're certainly someone that loves to be involved in the crowd. How did that help you overcome losing game number 1?
I don't know, I wasn't thinking about it, but I've played quite a few events in pickleball. I've seen some electric crowds, but you guys currently in the lead, so lots of expectations for next event.
Catherine, tell everybody what it's like. You guys haven't played together much, if at all, maybe one exhibition. How were you able to gel as you went through it?
Yeah, I mean, I landed yesterday. I landed in the airport, and Irina texted me, and she's like, "Do you want to practice a few?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's gonna be a good idea. Let's do it." So we practiced a little bit, and I think we played pretty well. We figured what worked better for us, and that's kind of how we did it.
Irina, you guys come into the singles. It's rally scoring. You're a very accomplished singles player. Did you guys talk about anything, or just go out there, play our best game? And what enabled you to ultimately take game 3 and take the title?
Well, I think it was pretty close in the beginning. I think we're head-to-head at 6-6. Catherine and I, we talked about a couple of strategy points. She gave me a tip, I gave her a tip, and then both of us somehow managed to use it, and then we just came big toward the end. I know Catherine hit a few big serves, and I just got lucky because Jessie was playing amazing, getting every ball, and I just was scrappy. So nice to come out on top.
Folks, give it up for your winners. And I want to thank, guys, before I bring them out, isn't it great when someone has a vision and when someone works this hard with all of their team to make something like this happen? So, as he comes out here, Patrick Sullivan, CEO of Jigsaw Health.
Wow. Congratulations, Irina, Catherine. Not only was that an amazing match, it was so entertaining for the folks here, for the folks at home, and for our broadcast team. Can we get a sigh of relief from the broadcast team? We pulled it off, guys. It is my distinct pleasure to give the first Orchard Cup to Catherine and Irina. Hold it up, show the fans at home. You guys did it. The first timed match. Hold it up. One.